Hi friends, welcome back to the Asana Studios channel. I'm Ronnie and I'm so excited to be back on the mat with you. So for today's practice, we're actually focusing on some postures that should hopefully help us with some low back pain that we're feeling. I am on Spotify and I do have a ton of playlists on Spotify, so I do recommend just going on Spotify or any music source you might have and playing some music during the practice. I know that always helps me, but if you want it to be quiet, that's okay as well. If you are looking for a suggested Spotify list, I will link one below. For this practice, you will need 2 blocks, so go ahead and grab those, or books or boxes. If you've been doing some online shopping like me, those should work just fine, and a yoga strap, or if you have a scarf or a belt. So go ahead and grab your props and I'll meet you right back here on the mat. Welcome back. So we'll actually move that strap out of our way for now. Take a hold of your blocks. We're starting on our backs today. So bending into the knees as you come down, taking a block on each side, come all the way down, then butterfly your legs out. So soles of the feet meet, butterflying the knees out, taking the blocks and placing them on whatever height feels comfortable for you, and then just bringing them under the thighs, the legs, extending your arms out by your sides, relaxing the low back and the mid back and the upper back into the ground. Let gravity take the legs over, let them fall into the props. Just opening slightly here through the hip joints in our Baddha Konasana. Starting to connect with your sweet breath here. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Opening the mouth to let it go. Deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth to release. So just at your own pace. Starting to really lengthen your inhalations, your exhalations. Maybe closing the eyes here. As you breathe out, open the mouth, let the low back fall. Nice job. Let's take a few more breath cycles here. Getting really close to the ground, to our mats. One more breath cycle. You can keep the eyes closed. Slowly start to move the props from under the legs, and using the help of your hands, bringing the knees into touch, start to toe heel the feet out to about mat width. So the knees are together, the feet are apart here. Allow the low back to really fall into the ground. Countering our Baddha Konasana here, our butterfly posture. Again, with every exhale, let the low back fall a bit deeper into the ground. Taking a few more breath cycles here. Start to toe heel the feet in. Bring the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the legs. Maybe tick-tocking the knees side to side here. Just massaging that low back. Moving slowly here. Maybe starting to gently open the eyes. Beautiful. Find one gentle rock to come all the way up. Then swinging the legs to one side or crossing the legs to come onto all fours. Once you arrive on all fours, just move the blocks up to the front of your mat here. Once you arrive on all fours, make sure that the hips are above the knees and the shoulders are above the wrists. Spread the fingers nice and wide here, lengthening through the spine. So reaching the crown of the head forward as the tailbone pulls back. Find that neutral spine here first. Then on your next inhale, start to lift the chest. Tailbone lifts. We find that arch in the spine as we find cow posture. As you breathe out, draw the chin towards the chest, draw the navel in towards the spine, tailbone is down, finding cat pose. Inhale, lift the chest, tailbone lifts, cow posture. Exhale to find that beautiful roundness, pressing into the shins, into the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back, cow pose. Exhale to round, round, round. Let's come into 2 more cycles, moving with your own breath. Once you're in cat pose, pause here. Keep drawing the belly in. Keep rounding the spine here. Finding length through the arms. Hold here. Breathe here. As you inhale, come back to that neutral spine. Take the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes touch. Start to find child's pose. Press into the hands, hips back. Maybe the forehead comes to the ground or onto a prop. Nice job. Relax the shoulders. I find child's pose to be so nice whenever I'm feeling any low back pain. I love to come into any variation of child's pose. Just breathing here, allowing that breath to move its way down my back. Let's stay for one more breath cycle. Beautiful job. On an inhale, start to find your way back up onto all fours here. We want to come into down dog. So take your fingers as wide as possible. So fingers spread out. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees. Send the hips towards the heels first. Keeping the knees really bent. Push the torso into the thighs. Then start to lift the hips. Maybe keeping a micro bend or a deeper bend through the knees here. Relax the head. Keep pressing the torso into the thighs. Trying to relax the shoulders as much as possible. Maybe pedaling out through the feet, straightening one leg at a time. Maybe even swaying the hips as you pedal. Just find any movement that your body's craving here. Give it what it needs. Then start to find stillness either with straight legs or bent knees, whatever feels good for you. Press into the space between the index finger and the thumbs. Pausing in down dog here for a moment. Hide your heels behind your toes. Relax the head. Hold here and breathe. On your exhale, release the knees back down to the mat. Beautiful job. Let's step that right foot forward. Left knee stays on the mat. Grab a hold of your blocks. Frame that front foot with the blocks here. And coming into a bit of a crescent lunge, just a modified version of a crescent lunge. So making sure that right knee stays above that right ankle. Start to allow the hips to fall. So hips are falling, but we're still pulling that right thigh back, pulling the right hip back. So right hip isn't moving forward here. Keep activating that right thigh, pull it back, press into the right heel, lengthen the heart forward, hands find the blocks once again, pause here. Allow the hips to fall. Breathe, beautiful work. Keep pulling this right hip back, relax that back foot. Let's find a few more breath cycles here. As you keep pulling the right thigh back, maybe with every exhale, the hips descend down a little bit more, just opening here. If the blocks are uncomfortable at the medium height, feel free to bring them to that tall height. On your next exhale, start to slowly straighten that front leg. Adjust the heel as you need to so you can flex the foot as you can see here. So you're pressing the front heel into the mat. Try to stack the hips on top of that back knee here, taking the blocks to whatever height you need. Just coming into Ardha Hanuman, your half splits. Adjust the foot as you need once again so that you really start to feel that stretch through the back of the leg. So a lot of the times if we're feeling low back pain, it may be coming from any tension or any tightness in the backs of our upper legs or our lower legs. So these stretches should really help with that. Inhale, send the heart forward. As you exhale, maybe you fold into a bit of space you've created here. As long as you're feeling that stretch, you're in that posture. Keeping that length through the spine. Beautiful. On your inhale, start to slowly bend into that front knee. Moving the blocks out of the way for a moment. Step that right foot back, bringing that left foot forward this time. So we're doing the same thing as we did on the other side. So adjust as you need to. Just keep making sure that this left knee stays on top of the left ankle and that the left knee doesn't start to come in. So we really want to keep that thigh active. Keep pulling it back. Adjust your blocks to frame your foot. And as you exhale, allow the hips to fall here. Keep reaching the heart forward, gazes forward. Breathe. Keep pulling the left hip back. One more breath in. As you breathe out, start to find Ardha Hanuman, your half splits. So that front heel comes onto the earth. Flex the foot up. Really feel that stretch through your calf. Keep sending that right hip forward, left hip back. Blocks come to wherever is comfortable for you. Inhale, reaching the heart forward. As you exhale, maybe you fold down. Keep length in the spine. Keep that breath alive. Shoulders are back. Nice job. As you breathe in, start to bend into that front knee. Adjust the blocks as you need to bring the foot back. Hands are on the earth. Step that right foot up to meet the left at the top of the mat. Let's toe heel our feet out wide so the feet are hip width. Feel free to keep a micro bend in the knees. Inhale to find a halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins here. As you exhale, find a fold. Again, keeping a micro bend in the knees. So as we did when we moved into that down dog, we want to make that connection as much as we can, pulling the torso towards the thighs. Relax the head, maybe even grab opposite triceps, start to ragdoll side to side, moving with your breath. When you're ready, release the hands. Start to toe heel the feet into about hip width apart. Start to come up as you inhale, one vertebrae at a time, coming up as slow as you can. Your neck and head arrive last as you straighten the knees here. Inhale, circle the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, hands can come through heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. As you exhale, hands come through the heart, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Finding a forward fold once more. Inhale to find that halfway lift, reset the spine. You can even grab a hold of the blocks, reach the crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Find length here. Shoulders are back, pause here. Really feeling a sweet stretch in my calves here. It feels so nice right now, especially after the half splits. Nice work. Beautiful. Hold this half lift. Start to toe heel the feet out so that your toes are pointing out and your heels are in. So we're about mat width, and then we start bending into the knees, finding a yogi squat here. So wherever feels comfortable for you, if your heels are off the ground as you come into this squat, you may want to roll up the mat or a blanket, place it under the heels, and then go ahead and place a block or two under your booty as you come down into the yogi squat. Adjust the heels, the feet as you need to, making sure the knees are open, bending into the elbows as the hands come to heart center. Push the triceps into the inner thighs. So inhale to lift, really finding space through the chest, keeping that length as you open up through the hips here. Pressing the palms into one another. Find your breath. One more breath cycle. Start to gently release the hands. Start to lift the booty first. Remove that block. Make sure your knees stay out over the ankles. Then start to toe heel the feet in. Inhale to find a halfway lift. As you exhale, fold. Maybe bending into the knees once again. Maybe bringing the forearms to the backs of the calves to really pull the chest towards the thighs. Relax the head. Pause here for a moment. Breathe here in your forward fold. Nice job. On your inhale, let's slowly roll our way all the way up. Circle the arms up towards the sky. Gaze may follow the thumbs. As you exhale, hands come through heart center. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, bend into the knees here. Hands can come through the heart. Start to find your way onto your booty. Come all the way down onto your booty here. Nice job. Let's come all the way down. Bring the blocks with you onto our sides and get a hold of that strap or the scarf that you have. Bring that with you as well. Before rolling onto our backs, I want to take our feet about mat width apart or just a little wider than the hips here. Take the hands behind you, either coming onto the palms or onto the fingertips. Keep the spine long. Start to sway your knees side to side. So go as wide with your feet as feels good. Nice work. Beautiful. Now bring the knees back to center. Grab a hold of the shins here. Then start to find a roundness in the back. Finding that C shape, pull onto the shins for a moment. Then as you make your way back with your strap, find that beautiful roundness, come all the way down. Nice job. So making sure that our back is fully on the ground here. Let's bend into both knees. Getting a hold of that strap, bringing it to the balls of both feet. So both feet are in the strap. Inhale, send the heels of both feet up towards the sky. Exhale here. So pressing the heels up towards the sky, again, to really feel that stretch through the backs of the legs here. So if you're here, that's completely okay. Keep pressing the big toes, ball mounds, into the strap. Try to relax the shoulders as we're pulling onto the strap here. A deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Nice work. Low back is fully on the ground. Start to bend into both knees here, releasing that left foot out of the strap. Left sole of the left foot comes down. Extend that right leg back up. So right leg stays in the strap. Extend it up. Again, pushing that big toe mound into the strap here. Really feel that stretch through the back of this right leg. Then start to slowly extend that left leg out. If this is too much for you, too much of a stretch, bend into the left knee. So take what feels right for you here. Breathe here. Take both ends of the strap into your left hand. Right hand comes onto the hip, onto the right hip. Inhaling here as you press your heel up. On your exhale, cross the right leg over the left thigh or the left hip. Just moving a few inches here, no more than 6, 7, or 8 inches, no more than 8 inches, I would say. Keeping the right hip down. Keeping the shoulders on the earth. Nice job. On your next inhale, bring the leg back to center, bend into both knees here, putting that left foot back into the strap, release the right foot down. So keeping the right foot bent, inhale, send that left heel up towards the sky. Nice job. When you're ready, if you'd like, extend that right leg out. Right away, you should be feeling more of a stretch through that left hamstring here. Taking both ends of the strap into the right hand here. Left hand is down on that hip. Inhale here, send the heel up. As you exhale, cross it over. Breathe. Beautiful breath. Keep that moving. On your next inhale, let's come back up to center. Bend into both knees here. Release the strap off of that left foot. Coming into reclined pigeon next. So let's cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Gently press the left thigh away, flex into the left foot first, just to keep that knee joint safe. Then start to pick the right foot up. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you thread that left arm in between the legs, interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh here, pulling it in, sending the left knee forward. Flexing into the ankles here, relax the shoulders. Breathe in this reclined pigeon. Or figure four. On your exhale, start to release slowly and cross that leg. Cross the right leg over, ankle is over the thigh. First, gently sending that right thigh forward, flex into the right ankle here. Nice job. Then if you'd like, pick up that left knee, start to thread that right arm through, interlacing the fingers, either behind the left thigh, maybe on top of the left shin. Again, taking what feels good for you. Breathe here through the posture. Nice job. On your next exhale, start to slowly release. Uncross that right leg. Bring both knees into the chest here, getting hold of your blocks, placing them on either side at your hip height. Pull both knees into the chest. Let's extend that left leg out. Keep the right knee in. Shift the hips over to the right first. I like to always do that before coming into this twist so that I can align my hips properly. And then as you breathe out, start to find a twist here, gently helping the right leg twist over the left hip with the help of that right hand, bringing the right leg onto the block. Both shoulder blades stay on the earth. If it feels okay for your neck, feel free to take your gaze over that right hand. If not, you can gaze up at the sky. Try to relax the legs. And try to engage your core slightly, just so we're not using that low back here to be in the posture. Very important here to keep the shoulder blades on the ground as you twist. As you breathe in, let's slowly come back up to center. Adjust the hips, pull both knees into the chest once again. And then switch to the other side. So left knee stays in, extend the right leg out with the help of that right hand. Shift the hips first, then start to find that gentle twist, bringing your block to wherever you need to so that the leg can just stay rested on that block. And you can take your gaze over that left hand. If it's not comfortable for your neck, feel free to gaze up or towards the right, whatever feels right for you. This feels right for me, for my neck, so that's why my gaze is over here. Again, drawing that low belly in just slightly to keep that low back safe. Beautiful. Let's slowly come back up to center, bending into both knees. Pull the knees into the chest, lift the chin, forehead comes to the knees. Hug yourself super tight, showing your body gratitude for showing up on the mat. When you're ready, maybe you take one happy baby before we come into our Shavasana. So bending into the knees, grabbing the outsides of the feet here. Soles of the feet point up towards the sky, pulling the knees towards the armpits. Relax the shoulders and try to keep the tailbone as close to the earth as possible. Maybe you start to sway side to side, just massaging the spine here. Then as you're ready, release that happy baby, bending into the knees, keeping the knees bent. Soles of the feet can come to the earth. Maybe that wasn't one last posture. Keep the low back on the earth. And again, come into that counter Baddha Konasana. So just knees together, feet as wide as the mat here. Just pause here for a moment. Allow the low back to fall really deep into the earth, moving any props out of the way, extending the arms out. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, release. Deep breath in through the nose. Let that go. Beautiful. Start to walk the feet in, extending the right leg first, then the left. Let your legs get really long. Let the feet flop to either side, keeping the arms open, palms face up towards the sky. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Close the eyes here gently. Relax the space between your brows. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Letting go of the control of the breath when you're ready. Allowing gravity to do its work, to pull you in. As light as you may feel, fall heavy into the ground here. Letting it all go, leaving it all on the mat. I invite you to stay here in Shavasana as long as you need to. If you are ready to start to bring some movements back into the toes, feel free to wiggle them around, bringing movement back into the fingers. As you're ready, pull the knees into the chest. Rock side to side gently. Letting the knees fall towards the right or left side. Using that bottom arm as a pillow as you come into fetal. Stay here for a moment. Remember, there is no rush to move, no hurry to get up. Enjoy this moment while you're here. And as you're ready, keeping the eyes closed if you can, start to make your way up to a comfortable seat. Once you arrive, hands can come to heart center, or you can join me in bowing the head so the third eye meets the thumbs. Thank you so much for joining me once again on the mat. I hope that practice allowed you to feel a little more relief, or a lot more relief, hopefully, in your low back and in your body as a whole. From the very bottom of my heart to yours, namaste. I hope to see you back here very soon.